about Fnaf today, and because the movie's coming out soon, I do want to get all these reviews done before that comes out, and I do only have like a month left to do them, so I am gonna... Ooh, sorry about that. I'm gonna get them all out as fast as I can. But before I do start this video, I would like to get a few things out the way. You just heard my cough. I do have a sore throat. I do have a raspy throat. I do not know what's wrong. I've been drinking 4 bottles of water every day, so my throat should be healthy and moist, but it's not, and it sounds like this, which is an absolute atrocious mess. Also, if you would like me to put music in the background of some of these videos, please do let me know in the comments below, and I will work on doing that. Because I have seen a couple of other people that have done videos like this, where they've done voiceovers, have a little bit of music in the background, just as something else to listen to, and it isn't just my draining voice for like the next 10 minutes. But we are going to be going on to Five Nights at Freddy's 4, which is one of my favourites from the original 5. So here is Five Nights at Freddy's 4. And it is a completely different setting. Following suit, we have a new place, and it is the child's bedroom. This one is very lore-heavy, and one of the most skeptical ones in the franchise, where even Matt Pat struggles on what to do with it and what to place with it at times, and I think is one of my favourites, so it's going to be a higher score than the other 3 we've looked at. My 2 favourites are Security Breach and Sister Location, but this one is up there within the top 3. And it's got super cool, super scary looking animatronics with Nightmare Bonnie, Nightmare Freddy, Nightmare himself, Nightmare Chica, and Nightmare Foxy. And they all look so scary, tattered, ruined, really monster-like. And we're all taking this view of a child in this game. We have taken the view of a security guard for the past 3, so this time being a child, it's a nice change of pace. And it is completely different. We still have the forward, left, and right to look at, as we did with the others. As number 2 in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. It's come back to having multiple directions to focus on, but we also have behind us to focus on as well with these little Fred plushes. We only have a torch, and we do have to flash it at the animatronics to make them go away. So there is only one real way to get them to leave, and in front of you is where Foxy comes from, out of the closet, like in number 1, where he does hide in Pirate's Cove behind the curtain. We do have Bonnie again to the left, like in the first game, and we have Cheek to the right, again like in the first game. So this is more of an expansion upon the first game, and an alteration on the first game. Freddy also comes from behind you. He can be Golden Freddy, or normal Freddy. And then, on the last night, I do believe it is Nightmare, which is a pitch black Freddy. I could be wrong on that. I don't know. I didn't get that far in the game. I haven't completed any of these games. I did get bored within night 2 or 3. You can go watch my playthroughs on the channel, where I did play these games for a while. It is also on my Twitch, so definitely go check that out. Link in my description, in the bio, in my link tree, wherever you want to go to find it. And just looking at these animatronics, they are scary. They're the scariest looking ones of the bunch, and they do dive at you. They go back to being fast-paced, screen shakes, loud noises. It's great. It's an actual jump scare compared to the last 2 installments. I do also like the new design of the bedroom. It's a very cool sort of place, cool design bedroom. It's a new place. It's different. And I like the movement that you have. Like, you have to crawl to the left to open the corridor to the right. You have to crawl to the right to open the corridor to the... I said that the right way around. I do apologize. Crawl right to open the door to the right. Crawl left to open the door to the left. And then crawl forward to open the closet at the front. It does always start with a teddy bear at the end of that corridor or at the end of the closet. And as it gets closer, it turns more and more into this monster. Same as behind you. They are normal Fredbear plushes, which you can buy from Funko. They do make these exact copies of the plushes. And then if you go to the closet, it is a plush of Foxy. It is a very basic game. Again, very repetitive. The animatronics get faster as the nights progress. Again, it's another 5-night game. Controls are easy. Left, right, forward, back, and then another button for the torch. No cameras this time, so you have to keep going to the doors to check. Your safe point is back at the bed. So you can't just go from one corridor to the other. You have to go back to the bed to go to the corridor. So there is that limitation there, which is a little unfortunate. And the crawling to the doors is a little off as well. I do believe it just goes black and sort of makes you appear at the doors, closet, wardrobe, wherever you are in the world, whatever you want to call it. And then you will hear some noises which will indicate where to go from. Like if you hear a noise to your left, quickly skedaddle over that way, open the door. But again, it's limited options, limited buttons. I liked number 2's sort of variation where you had a mask, you had a torch, you had all this different stuff to keep the animatronics away, whereas this time it's literally just a torch and you have to scuttle around the room. So it is a very basic one, and it has much less than number 2 had, and it has pretty much equal to number 1 with a little extra added to it in terms of controls and what you can do in the actual game. But the animation for the jump scares is amazing. The graphics and the character modeling is great. They look scary. They look monster-like. I like them in this one. It looks so cool. It's very lore-heavy as well, especially with the mini-games that you get. It's just so interesting and lore-heavy, and that's what I prefer out of these original 4 games. I prefer the lore to the actual gameplay. I don't know what that says about me or whatever. But again, it is just very lore-heavy compared to the other 3. I think they were getting more into it with this one. Scott Coffin building more of the story up with each installment, getting more, getting more with it, understanding the world. He's building more and putting more effort into it as he goes along, which I do like as well. And the gameplay is pretty easy. The buttons, pretty easy. It's very simple. Definitely go check out Markiplier's Jacksepticeye's. Everyone's pretty much playthrough through it. It is super good. It is super funny. And it does bring a lot of joy. However, it is a very simple premise of a game. It is an indie horror game. And we've been getting more and more and more of those as of late. Trying to replicate Bendy and the Ink Machine. Trying to replicate Poppy's Playtime. Trying to replicate Five Nights at Freddy's. And I'm loving all these new horror games that are coming out. I'm watching Daz Black play them all. I'm watching Jacksepticeye play them all. And I'm waiting for them to come on Xbox so that I can play them all. But getting back to Five Nights at Freddy's 4, because I did go on a little bit of a tangent there, and I would like to apologise for that. But it's just another boring game after a while. I get to 3 nights and it's just the same stuff over and over again. And I just get bored of playing it, or I get too scared, so I drop it. Either one of them works, really. But, you can only do so much with a clicker game, like a point-and-click. I really get bored with those. I don't like point-and-click games, but it is the best one out of the bunch so far. I think it took a dip in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and 3, but it is now back on the rise with Five Nights at Freddy's 4. So, other than that, I would like to hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. See you all next one. Have a nice day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe, and watch out for those closets and wardrobes. You don't want an animatronic sneaking up on you at some point. But, yeah, I am going to give this solid 6 out of 10. It is one of the better ones. All right, bye now.